AOC. Her district has become a red light district. Overrun, and I'm not kidding you, with hookers. As locals call out the missing in action squad member to, well, her absentee face, because apparently she never goes back. The squad member AOC's district in New York City, who have been described as scantily dressed migrant hookers, line blocks of a long commercial strip during all hours of the day and night, brazenly soliciting sex to the passerbys, while their pimps strike fear into the local business owners. One of them, he said he's been threatened. All you really got to do to half these assholes is just say, yeah, you're not intimidating me. I'm way worse than you. And they usually back off. Anyway, he was threatened for speaking out and basically is going to close his store. Trash-filled streets on the Roosevelt Avenue in Queens has become a veritable hotbed for one of the world's oldest professions, and residents say that most elected officials and police are turning to a blind eye. Now, what happens if this issue turns her district red? Oh my God, I am going to have such... I don't know if I'll stop laughing. Anyway, they say it looks more like a famed brothel of Bangkok than one of America's biggest cities. Illegal vendors also all overrun the sidewalks, plying their trade and hustle. By the way, all these hookers are at least 50 pounds overweight. Again, if you want to be a hooker, get on the goddamn treadmill. Anyway, cooking hot food out in the open, devoid of any health certificates, inspections, with hungry birds all around. Anyway, it's known to locals as the Avenue of Sweethearts. And it's basically in the heart of Queens. The residents say students pass by hookers every day on their way to school, on their way to local taekwondo, and the situation has become the norm for youthful eyes. The NYPD raided a brothel and arrested the following evening. Basically, they get let go. Basically, they charge about $60 bucks? Really? Shit, I'll wrangle me a fucking 20-way. Anyway, illegal vendors sell everything from used clothes, pots, pans, tools. Illegal female vendors have began to cut hair, painting nails. And they're also operating within feet of legit licensed brick and mortar stores. So... This is, anyway, this is one of the residents. This doesn't feel like my home. I've been here my whole life. This feels like I'm a tourist in a third world country. It's not how it's supposed to look. This is not how it's supposed to feel. This is a neighborhood and a community full of hardworking individuals, immigrants, second generation Americans that worked really hard to be here and are facing all this evil and bad thing. Now, again, I also think that, look, before we go further with this, as of right now, prostitution is illegal. I think it should be legalized. That way you can keep it in a brothel and it's not on the fucking streets. Anyway, this guy is saying, you know, I'm scared. This is my business. His business is suffering because of all this shit. So it doesn't really. So 2 NYPD, blah, blah, blah. Not doing enough. So anyway, this is all in AOC's district. And God, the hookers are out of shape. Like, men, don't fuck a fat hooker. Anyway, like I said, this type of shit going on long enough, and it's gotten 1,000 times worse. What happens if on election night AOC's district flips red? I'm not saying it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying, what if? Anyway, that's the end of the hot take with Dave. Smash the subscribe button if you like. Leave a like and a comment. Helps the video out tremendously. I'm out of here.